Hello and welcome to another Miniature Realms video. This is a little bit different and it's a start of a new series that I wanted to do. So those of you that subscribe to the channel and following the progress of my vlogs, so mostly the Epic Battles one and also the newer Bolt Action one, and then even the series of Smaug videos, will know that I like to sort of document what I'm doing. It doesn't really sort of cover everything in one place. So what I'm going to do on a really kind of irregular basis, whenever I feel that I want to do it, I'm going to do these hobby diaries. And it's really just sort of a bit of a mind spew, so it may not interest everyone, but it will talk a little bit about where the channel's going and what I plan to do in the future, I suppose. So, and I can communicate with you guys. You can chat in the comments and things, and kind of give me an idea of things that you'd like, things that you wouldn't like. I won't always do what you'd like. I'll do what I want because it's my hobby, but it does give me a little bit of an idea if I've had an idea, and then lots of people think, yeah, do it, it's a good idea. It might just give me the impetus to go ahead and do something quicker. So they are going to be a bit mind spew. They're going to be a bit rambly. Sometimes I'll have a cuppa, sometimes I'll have a beer, and I try not to make them too long, but I just want to sort of talk about my hobby in general and what I'm up to at the moment. So first off, I think the channel's just gone past 3 months, and nearly 50 videos. I'm edging close to 400 subscribers, which is far more than I thought I would have when I first started it, and I'm really enjoying doing it, so I don't regret it whatsoever. I'm really enjoying doing it. And sometimes it can be hard to sort of find time to squeeze the videos in. I'm definitely finding I'm changing the way I hobby a little bit, because I'll often do a large batch. I do a lot of large batch painting. I do it for work, for commission painting, but I do for my own projects as well. And one of the best examples would be some of the Epic Battles stuff. I would have likely built everything, done all of one colour and then all of the next colour, and it takes me a really long time to get to the finished product, but when I do, it's all done. But because I want to produce videos, I'm finding I'm maybe just painting one stand, so I'm able to do a video for it to share with you guys. So it's changing the way I hobby a little bit as well, which I don't know if it's not really a good or a bad thing, but it just means that I'm able to share things with you a little bit quicker than I would do otherwise. So yeah, it's been good. It's been hard to find time to do things sometimes, especially with doing the Middle Earth podcast to do called Out of the Frying Pan. I need to find time to record that as well. There is a YouTube channel for it, which is sort of a supporting thing, a bit smaller than this one now. This one's overtaken it in terms of size, but it's there as a little bit of an extra. And those of you that have seen the stuff on the channel, subscribers for a while, will know that there are a few videos on this channel that also appear on that one, sort of dual purpose. But anyway, so let's talk about the projects I've got going at the moment, how I feel I'm getting on. Epic Battle seems to be going quite well. I've just finished my the table that I need for the Antietam project. Obviously, that's not the only battle I'll be fighting for Epic Battles, but I thought it will give me a good basis of terrain to use for other things. So I've just finished all the stuff I needed for that, and that will be out in vlog number 12, which will be out a few days after this, I think. So that's going quite well. I think where I should need to butt my ideas up a little bit will just be the pure bulk of the inventory. I've not got as many done as I wanted to, and I think the channel's probably limited that, and that's my own fault, but I think the channel's made me want to kind of unbox something new when it comes out, paint the new thing. I've probably built more terrain than I would have done at this stage. So I've been kind of doing lots of stuff, so it's made the project really super interesting, but it probably means I need to just kind of get my head down now, and maybe if it means I don't do a vlog update for that for a couple of weeks, and just get my head down and try and get some brigades painted, because I think that'll be the most important thing right now. But other than that, really enjoying it, and it will probably still form more than 50% of the videos for this channel going forward for a while. So Bolt Action, I really enjoyed painting that tank. I have plans to do a tutorial for how I painted that tank, but I think I'm going to do an infantry section next, and fairly soon, maybe in the next couple of weeks, just to get something out there on the channel for those who are interested in things other than the American Civil War Epic Battles. I know from the views and from how quickly those videos get watched, I know primarily most of my subscribers at the moment, I think, are interested in the Epic Battles stuff, but I do want to expand on other things on the channel as well. So it doesn't mean that if you don't like Bolt Action, don't be put off by it. It just means there will be the odd video for other things. And then Middle Earth, I don't really talk about it much on here because I've got a podcast to spew about that, really. It's interesting. There's no events and things at the moment. They will be coming soon. I've just had to postpone an event I'm running locally for the third time because of COVID, because of the recent sort of delay by 4 weeks has meant the event is a doubles event with 20 teams, 40 people would have been there, so it exceeds the number and you couldn't socially distance and all the rest of those things, so it's just that's had to postpone, and well, I won't go into more details about that and how, but it's frustrating, but it's the right thing to do. So my own Middle Earth hobbies kind of it's still probably the main game I play, aside from the historical stuff, but I haven't really been painting any armies and things for a while because I've been painting the American Civil War stuff, so I had lots of things lined up, lots and lots of things lined up, but I'm going to start my Ent. I'm working on some Ents, and I've got a display board idea, and originally it was to take to Throne of Skulls, which is a quite a laid back event at Warhammer World. Whether that runs this December I don't know, but I'm going to start the army now anyway, and because of the display board it's going to be quite interesting, and I will share that on this channel as well as on the other one. And I'm in the middle of working on Smaug at the moment. I'm starting to paint him. He's fully built. There'll be another video coming up with that soon, and then there'll be a final video when it's fully painted, so hope to share that with you. I know not all of you are fantasy fans and things, but hopefully you'll appreciate a big dragon, a very, very big dragon. So that's the kind of the things I've got on the table or off the table at the moment. In terms of future projects, I've got loads of things I want to do, and some of it is getting certain things finished. So when I finish painting my epic battle stuff, I won't stop playing it. I'm going to be doing videos for the channel for it, but once I've finished sort of building and painting those armies, I will move on to other projects. And Napoleonics is definitely something that's there. If Warlord Games don't bring out an epic battles Napoleonic, I will probably do a project myself for Black Powder. I bought loads. I've got loads and loads and loads of 28mm plastics. I mean, silly amounts. I'm probably going to sell some. That's probably my biggest hobby shame at the moment. I bought it around sort of December time. I picked up quite a lot. After watching Seventh Sons, after watching Martin's videos on Seventh Son channel, I'm sure if you watch this, a lot of you subscribers will know Martin's channel, and his battle reports were fantastic. The miniatures look great, the tables look awesome, and I just thought I love Napoleonics. I've done it in the past, a long time ago. I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to pick up Black Powder, and that kind of evolved into the epic battle stuff, really, and that's why I'm doing the epic battle stuff. I love American Civil War as well, and Napoleonics and American Civil War are my two favourite periods of warfare, and I sort of got sidelined it, and now I've got this smaller scale. I just can't bring myself to play Black Powder in 28mm. I just haven't got the table size for it. I want to be able to play it on a 6x4, so I'm either going to go 10mm from Pendraken, and they're just releasing a Peninsula range. Peninsula War is what I want to do, or it'll be if Warlord Games decide to bring out Napoleon Epic Battles. So that will be something that will be big in the future, and that may well follow directly after the Epic Battles ACW stuff as soon as I finish painting it. But I do want to play some 28mm Napoleonics, so I might sell some of my stuff. I mean, when I say I bought a lot, I've got probably about 10 to 12 regiments of British and 10 to 12 regiments of French, and some artillery and lots of cavalry as well. It's just crazy amount of stuff. So I'm probably going to sell 3/4 of it and keep enough for playing some skirmish style games that I could maybe use in a small game of Black Powder if I really wanted to. A couple of brigades worth maybe, but looking at sharp practice. I've owned the rules for a few years, never played it, so looking at sharp practice, but I may look at a few other things as well, but it's sort of skirmish level, and the idea is to do that for ACW and Napoleonics in 28mm, probably Perry miniatures and things. So I also picked up this the other day, so again, it falls in that sort of Black Powder period, which is something that always interests me. And in my youth, I read lots of Alexander Kent novels and Patrick O'Brien, and obviously watched the Hornblower series and things, and Sierra Forest books as well. So it's something that I know a little bit about the period, not loads, but it's always interested me, and funnily enough, it's something I always had planned to pick up. But watching the guys on Plastic Crowd podcast all buy World War II boats made me buy this, which is a bit bizarre. I wanted a naval game. I was looking at Cruel Seas to start with, because I really like the idea of painting the ships, but then I'm not really sure of the game, whether I want to play that period. I think it's just the idea of painting a few of the ships. I don't know. I might still try it. And then looking at everyone, it seems at the moment, and also all the guys apart from Martin on the Plastic Crowd podcast, and quite a few other channels as well, picking up Victory at Sea, and it looks good. I watched a video that Dom did on Boots on the Table, Dom, on his battle report that he did with Ken from Miniature Wargaming Warriors. It looks a really good game, looked really, really fun, but I'm struggling with the miniatures and the big base. It just looks awful. It looks like a display base. It looks like a plinth. It looks like you should paint it black. And I think if it was just the ships and you had them on clear acrylic, I might have picked it up before this. And I may still pick it up, because if the game's fun, then, and they look really, really quick to paint. But it's just something that put me off for the time being. They're all relatively cheap games to get into. I'm not planning on having massive fleets. I may just stop at the starter, if I'm honest with you, and maybe add a couple more ships. I want it to be a pick-up game every now and then for a bit of a change. I don't think it's going to be something that'll turn into a massive collection when I'm trying to refight half of Trafalgar or something like that. I really think it will be something smaller, so I'll probably pick up a couple more ships. Let's not lie to myself. But it was cheap. It's like £40 for the starter. I'm going to have a go at the rigging, which looks like it might be a bit laborious, but anyway, so that will appear on the channel at some point as well, no doubt. So there's lots of things I've got planned in the future, and then further down the track, I like lots of different periods of history, and I can definitely see myself doing something with English Civil War, and maybe War of the Roses. But again, I've got something's telling me that maybe I should look at 15mm for those. I don't know. I just got a feeling that if I want to play a bigger sized battle, that sort of scale works better. Again, maybe Warlord Games will do pike and shot epic battles. It's possible it would work quite well. It'd probably work in the same sort of format as they did for the Epic Battles American Civil War. You could go with that single sprue, couldn't you? You have a few pikes on there, you have a few muskets and things, and you could copy the format exactly. If you go Napoleonics, then that's obviously a much more complicated release with loads and loads of different troop types and uniforms and things. Maybe it's almost too big to do that, but English Civil War would work really, really well. And if that came out, that would be the decision made, and that will probably jump a lot of things in the queue as well. But I'd definitely like to do some of those things in the future, but I need to try and be really, really careful not to just go, I want to do this and purchase it, and because I just get nothing done. I've been there in the past before, and I've tried to do far too many systems, and I get nowhere. So I'm trying to be cautious with that at the moment. Middle Earth strategy battle game will always be there. I'll do a podcast for it. It's a large part of my gaming. It's my fantasy gaming, so to speak. And then I say Black Powder kind of era stuff is always going to be big as well. The Bolt Action will be a side project, and I will really enjoy doing my 8th Army stuff, but I probably will buy other armies as well, but I can't see it being something that becomes a main system for me, or be something I have a couple of armies for. I imagine I'll keep cycling through the other stuff. Anyway, this has been very, 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 very rambly, and that's what it's designed to do, so it may well not be very interesting, but I just wanted to have a format to talk about all of the things that are on the channel. So I think I talked about in one of the Epic Battles vlogs, not everyone may have seen that, I have started getting equipment and set up in order to do battle reports here. I've got a 6x4 table. I'm looking over there because it's over there. I've got double lighting over the top. I picked up a cheap kind of GoPro style camera to face down. It can, because it's wide angle, you can get the whole table in, and I've got the camera I'm filming this on, which is a Lumix 4K camera, and I also have my iPhone, which does 4K as well, on a gimbal, so I should be able to get 3 camera angles on the go. So if I do battle reports, I want them to look good. I want to be able to kind of cut between different camera angles, and just give people an idea what the table's like, rather than one locked off where you can't really see what's going on. So if I do it, I want them to look good, and I'll take the time to edit them. But they won't be something that's a major thing on the channel. I just don't think I'll have the time. I don't play that much. I don't play so many games. My painting and building is by far the biggest part of the hobby for me. So this is not going to become a bat rep channel, that's for sure. But I will have some games of epic battles on there. And if anyone's watching this, I chat to quite a few of you now. If people want to come and play games, do get in touch. Especially when I've got my epic battle stuff. And you wanted to try it, maybe you play Black Powder, but you don't have it in that scale. You want to give it a go. Then we can maybe look at arranging things. I'm sure I've got some locals that I can drag in to play some games and things as well. So bat reps will be in the future, but probably not for a couple of months or so yet, because I need to get some more stuff painted for a start. But anyway, comments below, any thoughts on any of the things I mentioned, anything you'd like to see, if there's any painting tutorials you'd like to see. That's obviously something in my comfort zone, being a painter. If there's anything, just anything else you'd like to see on the channel, give me an idea. I've done quite a lot of unboxings, and I realise that not everyone likes those things. I'm not trying to do them as advertising, really. It'll be when I buy toys, or I have toys that I'm going to use for a project, and I'll probably continue to record a video of things, especially when they're new. If you don't like those sort of things, you obviously just skip on by. That's not going to be the only content on the channel, but there will be quite a lot when there's a new project on the go, because I like to unbox and share when I've got stuff. So not everyone likes it, but it is what it is. But I will definitely continue with the individual vlogs for each of the projects that I've got on the go, because they seem to be quite popular. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for bearing the ramble if you've made it this far and not switched off already. Any comments and suggestions about things you'd like to see on the channel, things you really don't like, be nice, and pop them below in the comments, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching.